The market is all washed up after our oralist Fed shares comments at the Jackson Hole Summit. Spiders finishing down about 20 basis points here. We got about 15 minutes to go before the close. Q's down a little bit more, but they are coming off the lows here. And if you caught the morning stream on Carnivore Trades, again, link in the pinned comment. We're live every morning at 8:45 EST. I said don't chase trend today and look for, red chop. I said that yesterday too. And that really was kind of how it played out here. Treat it like an OPEX day. A lot of noise. Don't chase trend. Take the day off. If I didn't have to do the videos today, I'd be at the beach by now. But yeah, we had some volatility. I mean, gap up, dip. I figured that would happen, and then we started to trend here. And again, if I, looking at the dealer positioning here, if it wasn't, and the, just kind of like the hourly pattern, like especially like NQ in the overnight, this was pretty good here. So, if it wasn't for the FOMC, nice 4 hour right there. If it wasn't for the FOMC, I would probably would have been like, yeah, let chase trend, like just get on here. But yeah, we didn't do that. And that was the right call here. Look, both sides here are going to get all horned up over any sort of move right now because it's an FOMC day, basically. And that's why I don't want to chase trend because both sides are very susceptible to emotional trades here. And specifically, especially in the bond market, like looking at TYX, look, I know it's up, but again, I've been saying this all day, but this is where Besant, right, we had the news with Besant right there. That's when Besant lost control of the bond market, right? That was the narrative right there. And we are lower than that right now. In fact, the 30 years red on the week, right? You still have inside bar, just to be fair. TLT is green on the week, right? SPY is green on the week here. Not by a ton, but it is. So, it's a noise. It's noise. It's noise today. So that was kind of the right call. We did still get that bounce in volatility. I talked about VVIX and the VIX. So, it was VIX is flat here, but vol products were up. VIX futures were up. It needed a dead cat. And I will say, well, I'll talk about that in a second, but correlation was up. But right now, the market's holding 7,700. We gave out the dip buy at 715 QQQ and 7,700 SPX. That's holding, right? Maybe we dip it down at the end of the day, get everybody all freaked out, but that should hold here. Those are pretty strong dealer levels. And they were the dip buys yesterday. So that said, semis were weak. Don't like that for sure. Starting to look like lower highs. Even DRAM, which has been kind of strong, was down today, but it has held up relatively. EWY hanging in there too. But cloud, right? The money has gone to cloud software, and mags here, off the highs of the day substantially, but it's really hammering on that upper trend line there. So with how dispersion is, I think the market can hold up without semis, at least right now. And as long as we're above 7,700, and for that matter, 7,600 on a weekly close, the trend is up, trend's your friend. It's 20 MA's supporting price right now. I wouldn't, we got end of month coming up. So we're still seeing some vol compression here. We also have, coming up the end of summer, essentially with Labor Day weekend next week. So I wouldn't expect a huge vol explosion right now. But yeah, we did see kind of a sell the news like I suggested yesterday, and it ended up just being chop also like I suggested here. But let's talk bonds really quick. ZN, close to breaking down, but I do want to point out futures positioning is, speculators, both large and small, are very short. Banks are very long. And it's the same thing on ZB. And again, like I said earlier this week, they carted out Druck and Citadel right in front of the FOMC. So I think there's room here for a higher low on, well, specifically ZB, right? We're higher than where we were when Besson lost control. And I was kind of looking for a dip here. We got it. But looking at it's more in ZN here. The RSI here, you have a pretty good divergence working there. So I think if this is down Monday, there could be a little upside surprise, especially with positioning. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. 2-year was down. That did get hit. So, I don't want to say that there's nothing going on. And the 3-month was up, but it didn't take out the high. If these, the 1 and 3-month start to push up, though, that's going to be a problem. But right now, a lot of noise going on, especially with the long end. Another thing I find interesting, XHB agreed on the day. Maybe a little signal there. All right. 77, 76, Qs, 715 still supportive. 710, again, big point of control. Russell got hit a little bit. Confirmed daily lower high there. Dow hasn't confirmed a lower high yet, though. Again, semis, careful. Cloud, really strong. Transport's move is coming soon. IYR down, but still holding weekly support. So I'm still in my profit protected position there. XLF, no new highs. You do have a bull flag, though. Needs to close above that tail candle high from a few weeks ago. But nice recovery from that little dip last Thursday. KRE, again, bounced back yesterday, still lower highs there. Broker dealers, new all-time high and new all-time weekly closing high, but it is flat on the day. Oil traded about as expected, although they did. Even I get liquidity grabs sometimes. We'll say that. So we had an oil position. We'll talk about this in the trading room. This was kind of like a lunch money trade. I did not want to do much today, and I really didn't. But we had a nice little sweep of that prior low overnight, and I was looking for a failed break there. And right ahead of Warshed, I was like, this should be going here. So we cut it. It was like a 20-cent loss, and then it bottomed, and that was it there. So FU to oil right now. But yeah, 130 USO, we talked about that. There it is. So that was predictable. And we still lost on it. But yeah, XLE up on the day. Holding trend. Still strong. XOP and OIH, same thing. Although OIH still needs to clear that weekly 42398 area. But it's still holding up well. Another sector too, I didn't talk about much. Wheat continuing to rip here. I was really looking for this to get down to 600 in April, and it never did. It ended up doing it in the end of quarter here, but very strong. And this commodity can run like a lot, and it likes war. And Putin has been chirping now too. We know what's going on with Iran. Speaking of Putin, palladium up 6.5. This has a lot of correlation with Russia. Other stuff going on. We've talked about marijuana stocks. MSOS up nicely. Weekly close above 5. Can give this some legs. TRLV, which I've had since 850. Very strong. They should see 13 or so, maybe higher soon. So I do think there's some populist stuff that has to go on, given what oil is doing, given that gas just made a new high. Dollar, we talked about this morning too. I was like, it likes to show these bear flags and then kind of challenge them hard the other way. 99.69. That's your inside bar high. A close. This matters too. If it closes inside of that, that's not a failure yet. But dollar up. Gold down 3.4. I think this is a buy the dip. I wouldn't step in front of it right away, but I think it's a buy the dip. Same thing with silver. Yeah, we had an engulfing. So what? It's outperforming spot. Trends up. Moved you. Oh, it's an engulfing. Weekly. Weekly. Use your bigger time frame. PL flat. Still holding that flag pattern. Mentioned PA and then copper. Copper, whatever. Before we do Bitcoin, I was going to point out I did do this in the morning stream. Correlation has been making higher lows for a month and a half. So just be aware of that. I don't think it manifested in anything just yet, though. Bitcoin finally taking out the prior day low. Good rejection there. Probably a local high. ETH still got a nice bull inside bar, and SOL is down, but look at the outperformance here since that little peak last week. Right there's last Friday. Bitcoin is technically lower than where we were then, and SOL's really nice squeeze there. But these do need to come in and consolidate. So we got 3 minutes left. Market's doing pretty well for a bond market that's out of control. So anyway, we'll see what we get next week. End of month on Monday should be interesting. You guys take care. Come find me on conovertrades.com. We'll see you guys all next week.